Let's talk about how you can manage your method in terms of saving it and loading it. Now, if I look at the method editor and I've created a method, this is the drugs of abuse method, I can save that method and give it a name. I'll just call it DOA. Now, I'm saving that method to a file. I'd like to point out that when I apply the method and analyze and save that batch, the method is also saved with the batch. So the traditional save method and load method is supported. For example, I can go and open a method from an existing file. I'll see the one I just saved and this other. So if I wanted to distribute methods and say always load a method of this name from this location, I can do that, and there's my method. Looks very similar. All right, let's assume that I want to manage my method by using the batch concept where the method is part of the batch. In this case, I just added the samples, and I've got today's batch. Now the method that I want to use, I just want to go and reach into yesterday's batch and fetch the method that was used yesterday. I can easily do that by pointing over to opening a method from an existing batch. So I point over to yesterday's batch, drugs of abuse, and I'll point to the analysis that was done yesterday. It will go and yank the method out of yesterday's batch, and here I've got it, ready to apply. So that is a mechanism for you to manage your method, not through a file, but manage that method by propagating it every day to the next batch. Quite convenient. Let me discuss one mechanism that is not typical with MRM data because you have that automation that I have just shown you, but you can create a method. I could create a new method manually. So if I go over to the method editor with that command, you'll notice that there are no compounds that are set up here. And what this requires me to do is actually enter that information in manually, the time segment, the precursor ion, the product ion, so forth and so on. And down here, I can, in the manual setup tasks, I can create new compounds, I can create new qualifiers, I can create new calibration levels, all manually, and even delete these. So I can actually edit a method manually and create it without any automation. As I said, in MRM, that's not necessary because we have the automation done for you.